Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Detox Divas. Tonight, we are going to be getting into a very important topic because we probably all know somebody who's thinking of a prescription drug in order to help them release the weight, get rid of the weight, and get back to a healthier body. Well, that's not going to happen when you do synthetic things to your body, and Ozempic is one of those synthetic things. So tonight we are going to talk about which is better for you. I mean, we know the answer, right? We've been on these Detox Diva calls enough that we know the answer to this, but I think it's important for everybody to understand why. So I'm Tina. I'm a mom, a grandma, a homesteader who's passionate about helping people. I made a post last night because I was talking to a friend who's battling a pretty serious issue right now, and I sent her a free bag of soursop tea. And I said, I feel like there's a piece of me in that powder that's in there fighting those cells and defending you and helping you feel better and get through this. And that's truly, once I wrote that, I thought, that's really how I feel when I'm talking to people. Like I want to come across as somebody that wants to make you feel good about who you are, mind, body, and soul. So, Kimberly.
Well, hello, everyone. I am Coach Kimberly Wilkins. I am a wife, a mom of five, fur baby lover. There's fur all over my house, and that just makes me happy because that means we got life in this house. I'm an autism advocate. My eldest daughter, Abby, is autistic, and trust me, once you guys get to know her, because she's joining the company as well, once you guys get to know her, you're going to love her. I'm passionate about health and helping others thrive, and I love coaching people to help them with financial freedom. Sunflowers make me smile. They're always around me. And Mexico is where my home is, truly is, because I just love the sound of the ocean, my feet in the sand. I just love the vibration there. And I'm excited for tonight. So thanks for having me.
Absolutely love having you on with me. So Heart and Body Naturals is one of two companies under the Green Organics umbrella. The other one is Go to Sana. Heart and Body Naturals focuses on health and wellness products primarily, and Go to Sana focuses on essential oils and personal care. And we're in the process of launching a home care kit as well, products as well. We've got the laundry detergent and the surface spray, and that surface spray, chef kiss on that grease that has built up on my range hood. I cleaned it today without even thinking. I just cleaned it, but man, it took it right off. So Heart and Body Naturals sharing the synergistic healing trilogy products formulated with the healing power of plants provided by our creator. We've got Paula Scarcella, the owner, and Ben Scarcella, the vice president. They are married. They are a power duo that lead this company with heart and integrity and purpose. We guarantee that the products that you receive, that you purchase, are of the highest quality. You will not find this level of quality combined in any other company. And we are farm direct. We source and purchase pristine, nutritionally rich, organic, and GMO-free ingredients directly from farmers without interference of a middleman, which keeps that cost down low for you, the consumer. So we're very grateful for that. And we always have our pure plant promise. Quality ingredients is of the utmost importance, almost obsessive, I would say, here. And we're so grateful for that. So Alexandria Brighton is our formulator. And without Alexandria, without her formulations, there wouldn't be a Heart and Body Naturals or a Go to Sana. She's had 30 years of Ayurvedic plant medicine training, herbalism, aromatherapy. She began back in the 1970s, and she's grown into a legacy. We now offer really over 200 different products and but over 100 different therapeutic blends. They're all French medicinal grade, which is a very high grade for purity and potency. And her collaboration with Paul and Ben is unmatched. You put that power trio together and you have the epitome of Heart and Body Naturals, and it's servant leadership from the top down. So before we go any farther, let's do a quick little disclaimer here. We do have to say this because none of the information that is shared on this call this evening is been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. It's for educational and informational purposes only. Your health, your choice. do some research and find out what works for you. What works for me may not work for you as well, or what works for you may not work for me as well. So it's important to have your own advocacy for your health. And you should consult with a qualified healthcare professional before making any changes to your diet, supplement use, prescription drug use, lifestyle, anything like that, because your doctor knows your body better than we do. But you should know it better than the doctor. Before we go any farther, I want to do a little shout out spotlight here for my dear friend Miriam. She is just such a joy to work with. I love having conversations with her. She's so supportive. She's such an amazing leader. And she has lost over 120 pounds using our products. And now she's going to finish her journey with the GLP-1 three-step system. So Miriam, if you would like to unmute, let me see if.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Go right ahead, ma'am.
Okay. Well, I feel like I have hit the mother load with this GLP-1 kit. I am just so grateful for it. That I can finally finish my journey and kind of get things along. Um, some of you may or may not know my story. I've been using the product for about 2.5 years, and amazing results. My first week, I lost 9 pounds. Second week, 14 pounds. Third week, I mean, the first month was 23 pounds. I could not believe how well this was working. And I had tried so many things that just did not work. And so I am so confident. I trust these products 100%. And even I had a non-scale victory a couple of days ago. So I wasn't feeling well when I got up one morning. And Tina, I had talked to you previously about blood pressure issues sometimes when I'm not feeling well. And I was feeling like that. So I checked my blood pressure. It was 110/70. And I was like, what? So what's wrong with me? It was something I had eaten the day before and it just didn't agree with me. I was like, what are you kidding me? So I'm just like, so not only is this helping me curb my appetite, because I've been taking the GLP-1 since I believe I got it Saturday. It came Saturday. And I've been taking it since then. And I think a couple of days after, I think it was Monday, I just wasn't feeling well. And I was just like, oh my God, what could, I can't believe my blood pressure again is doing it. And it felt just like that, but it wasn't. It was just me having a reaction to something that I ate. So it gives me so much comfort and confidence to know that this is going to help really help keep my blood pressure in check. And I can finally look forward to getting off of blood pressure medication. But to just have something like this to finally help me lose the remaining weight, release the remaining weight that I've carried since I'm 57. So to carry all that weight for years and years and years, and then I had 4 C-sections, had 5 children, and my body, it just took a lot. It just took a lot. So this, I mean, if you're on the fence about getting this system, do it. Just try it. It's nothing that really can harm you. It's all natural, unless you may have an allergy or something. But I'm just so excited about all of this. I'm so excited that Paula and Alexandria put this together for us, because this is something special, and it's going to just knock out everything else that's out there that can harm you and give you what your body needs. So I'm just super excited.
I'm so grateful that you are down that 120 pounds. That just had to give you such a new lease on life, losing that. And just imagine what that's going to feel like with your next block of weight we are going to release, because we don't want it back.
I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm already planning. I can't wait.
We are already watching you. So you are going to be our poster child for this. this experience that we're having. So, Kimberly, I'm going to go ahead and let you start if you don't mind.
No, well, congratulations, Miriam. We've been watching you. We're so excited. We're cheering you on, and we've locked arms with you for this reset. We just can't wait to rock it with you. So, why does this conversation matter? And I've been talking to so many people about this conversation that we're about to have. It's so important because right now, 42% of US adults are living with obesity. Think about that, 42%. That's a huge number. If you include those that are overweight, that number jumps to 70% of adults. And we're not talking children, we're talking adults, because children are a whole other topic for another day. 1 in 3 adults already has insulin resistance or pre-diabetes. Many didn't even know it. When I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, I didn't know I was diabetic. I had no clue till I got my blood work done. No clue. So we're not dealing with a lack of willpower. We are dealing with a metabolic crisis that most people have never been taught how to fix. And yet the majority of the weight loss programs still focus on calories in, calories out, and they ignore the hormones, insulin, the inflammation, stress, sleep, toxins, which are everywhere. These are the real root causes of our issue. So you've tried all these things, but still feel stuck. That's why this conversation is different. And this is why it might be the most important one you've had in a long time. And trust me, it is. Most weight loss programs ignore the root causes. You are not broken. You are not broken. You've just been missing the right support. And that, to me, that sentence right there, we need to have that on a shirt. You are not broken. That would be an amazing t-shirt.
Yep, I have. And speaking of, thank you, Coach Marcus. I have my Reset Revolution t-shirt on tonight. So I appreciate that gift. So the high cost of obesity is rampant. And there are 300,000 deaths per year due to obesity, and that's from the CDC. 173 billion in annual medical cost in the U.S. That's the National Institute of Health. And then strong link to diabetes, stroke, heart disease, cancer, and infertility. So this is a pretty serious issue that we deal with globally. And, for those of you that do fight this battle on a daily basis, you have that choice. You have that choice now. You have that choice to help yourself naturally release that, get your body, get that insulin under control. We've been talking about insulin resistance for several weeks now. So we are all doctors on insulin right now. I'm just kidding. I am not a doctor. Go ahead, Kimberly.
Okay, so how the GLP-1 works in the body. GLP is a natural hormone that your body already makes. It's released from your gut when you eat, and it does a few important things. It helps regulate the blood sugar by telling your pancreas how much insulin to produce. So you don't get those sugar spikes and those crashes. Oh, those crashes are terrible. It slows digestion, which helps you stay fuller longer. And it tells your brain, hey, we're satisfied. That's enough. So you naturally reduce how much you eat without forcing it. So here is the key. GLP-1 wasn't designed to work alone. It was meant to be part of a system that responds to real food, balanced hormones, and a healthy gut. We talk about the healthy gut all the time. When your gut is unhealthy, the whole body responds.
Yeah, absolutely. And you've got depression with that too, because there's that gut-brain axis. And if your gut is unhealthy, then you've probably got some depression type things going on too. So insulin resistance, we've been talking a lot about that, but let's kind of break it down in very simple terms. So it is the silent saboteur of weight, energy, and your hormones. So if you know anybody with hormone issues, this is going to be something that's going to be really good for them to take part and add to their daily regime. So the root cause of belly fat, fatigue, brain fog, and intense cravings. Who has those cravings? Let me know in the comments what you do crave. I cannot turn down a bag of Cheetos. I know they're really bad for you, but that is my road trip food that I cannot get away with or away from. It drives the risk for type 2 diabetes. Alzheimer's is related, heart disease and PCOS. They're talking Alzheimer's is type 3 diabetes, and it's triggered by everyday factors, your stress, your toxin exposure. Do everything you can, just baby steps. Replace that laundry detergent with the clean stuff. Start replacing, your household cleaners, your dishwashing stuff. That's all going to be helpful to you. Poor sleep habits. There is a sleep spray if you struggle with that. And I didn't think I had sleep issues until I started using that sleep spray. And I was sleeping so deep and so restfully. And then high sugar and ultra processed foods. Shop the perimeter of the grocery store at all times if you can, because once you dive into the middle, you're diving into the junk.
And I also find the lemon XMCT also helps me sleep like a baby. I've not like a baby. I've had 5 kids, like my husband sleeps. That's the put it that way. I've never met a baby that I want to sleep like. I want to sleep like my husband does. He hits the pillow and he's out. That's the way I'm sleeping now. So Big Pharma noticed and we weaponized it. So you probably heard about Ozempic or Wegovy or Magero. That's a word. See, they're a word that I don't even like. I don't even like these words at all. They're all synthetic GLP-1 drugs, originally designed for diabetes, but in the last few years, they've exploded for mainstream weight loss. These are antagonists. They are synthetic chemicals designed to mimic the GLP-1 in the body. They're initially created for diabetics, but now been pushed aggressively for weight loss. And we've seen that with the celebrities. I think that was the hugest downfall here. But they came with a long list of side effects. And this list here is very short. If you want to do some further research, it's really scary. Nausea, vomiting, muscle loss, gut paralysis, and more. They do not heal your metabolic train. They artificially override it. They create dependency, and your body stops making that natural GLP-1 when you force it with drugs. Bottom line, you cannot hack your way back to health, but there's lots of money to be made. And so do the side effects really matter to them? And I was doing a little bit of research before this. It said up to 60% of weight loss on Ozempic and things like that is muscle, not fat. And 70 to 80% of people within a year gain back that weight, gain back their original weight and probably more. So think about that. That's really scary.
And we were talking before the call started, and the thing, and I had shared that I was on a prescription that had suicidal tendencies. The suicidal tendencies were caused, it was a side effect of the prescription that I was on. And I had them. Like, I had a bottle of pills in my hand one night and I was having a breakdown. And my husband took me upstairs, sat me down, calmly talked to me, and he wanted to know if I needed to go to the hospital. It was that bad. And so to think that somebody is going to take a drug that they know that could end their life if they don't get control of it before the mental capacity of the suicidal thoughts take over, like that, just, it's so incredibly frightening to me. So the Olympic-sized Ozempic explosion. And truly, we all know somebody. I'm sure you guys all know at least 1 or 2 people that are on this. And if you have a number, maybe you have 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, put that in the comments and let me know, will you please? So GLP-1s like Ozempic and Wegovy brought in over $333 billion last year alone. Think about that. $333 billion. And Big Pharma is just getting started. Prescriptions are skyrocketing, especially for people that don't even have diabetes. But what's not being talked about enough is up to 70% of the users report side effects. 70%. Some people are developing conditions called gastroparesis. One of my brand new teammates, she's had that, but it was without the drugs. I mean, she just has that issue. So we're hoping that some of these products that we have can help stimulate the growth back in there. And that her food does not digest. And so it sits in there and ferments because it can't digest properly. And that leads to severe vomiting, malnutrition, long-term GI damage. And in many cases, it doesn't go away even after stopping the drug for the Ozempic people. And there's also reports of pancreatitis, gallbladder disease, and intestinal blockages. And guess what? There are now multiple lawsuits in motion. Patients are suing over life-altering side effects that they were never fully warned about. And here's what really makes me mad. So the side effects are being buried in the fine print. The rebound weight gain is glossed over. And the fact that these drugs don't solve the root cause, like insulin resistance, inflammation, hormone imbalance, that's all being ignored. People want that quick fix, and the drug money people, the pharmaceutical companies, just want their money. So there's this huge gap of information that's not being shared or talked about or glossed over because people want to feel good. They want to look, they think they're going to feel better about themselves if they look better externally. But if you're not taking care of the terrain healing is where it all starts. So pretty scary stuff. All right. Kimberly, go ahead.
Yeah, it is scary. And I was talking to a lady today, and she had lost a friend was using Ozempic because she wasn't able to understand how to regulate it correctly and wasn't being watched correctly. And there's other factors, but it was due to Ozempic that caused her friend's death. And I felt I could just feel her pain today when we were talking. I just could feel it. I can feel it now talking to you guys. That's how sad I felt for her losing her friend for a terrible drug. So this is a model of medicine that profits more when you stay sick. And that's pretty true. Here's a year-by-year breakdown of the financial growth of the top three GLP-1 based weight loss drugs, Ozempic, Wegovy, and Mounjaro. And from 2021 through 2024, based on the most recent available data. So who profits? Well, we know who profits. It's big pharma. It's pharma. They profit. Their profits soar while root causes get ignored. GLP-1 ads now outspace chronic illness meds and creating lifelong users instead of lasting solutions. So in 2024, Ozempic and Wegovy, along with Mounjaro, collectively generated 41 billion in sales. 41 billion. Could you imagine? So you know that we put people over profits here at HBN. They are putting their profits first. They don't care. They just don't. We do.
That's right. That's right. So there's also some FDA warnings that are out, and the US FDA, Food and Drug Administration, has issued warnings regarding the cause of unapproved compound GLP-1s that are being prescribed, such as semaglutide and tirzepatide, particularly when used for weight loss. And these compound versions are not FDA approved and may pose even more significant health risks. There are dosing errors, there are contamination and quality errors, there are severe side effects, like we've talked about. There's hypoglycemic, nausea, vomiting, which we talked about. And due to the long half-life of semaglutide, a prolonged period of observation and treatment for overdose symptoms may be necessary. So it's we really want to hammer home how scary this drug is. And if you've considered this, or if you know someone who has considered this, please share this video with them, because they need to take a breath. They need to take a step back and say, okay, I'm scared to go off of my pills because I don't want to be that statistic that rebounds and gets all that weight back. But I'm willing to give this a try. So I'm talking to you watching this, that your friend shared this with you. Just give it a try. And then maybe you can go off of that and not have to worry. Sorry, I had to do a little preaching. Go ahead, Coach Kimberly.
You preach on. That's what we're here to help, right? We just want to really help people. So how your natural reset compares. Look at what makes the difference. This reset is different from what mainstream is pushing. And it's in my inbox, and I've never asked for anything from email and things. It's everywhere. So let's see the difference. Instead of forcing your body to obey the synthetic drug, we support the GLP-1 naturally. Our protocol uses clinically studied herbs, minerals, and nutrients that help your body activate and regulate its own GLP-1 production without shutting down your system or forcing a response. No dependency, no rebound, no crash. With this approach, we're not tricking our brain, we're not hijacking our gut, we're supporting your body's own communication systems. When you stop pushing, and when you stop, your progress doesn't vanish. We're listening to our bodies. This is sustainable, not synthetic. And that word synthetic, if you really don't know what that means, go and look at what it really means. Go look it up. It took me a minute too when I first started hearing about synthetic meds and things. It's terrible. So that we go deeper, this is holistic root causing support. We're not just addressing the appetite or blood sugar. You're working on things that actually drive weight into the first place. hormone chaos. I know that well. I had hysterectomy in 2019. I know what that's like. Gut imbalances, chronic inflammation, mood, sleep, and energy regulation. So when you take a full body approach like this, everything starts working better. Your metabolism, your mindset, your motivation, just your will to get up every day and to deal with the day, because sometimes that's just enough for people.
Yeah, absolutely. And you think about it. So you think you take a Tylenol when you have pain, right? So that's the Band-Aid. You're not addressing the root cause of that pain. And so when you take these synthetic things that your body doesn't recognize, you build up more toxins within your body and you're just band-aiding it. You're not fixing it. And that's what this kit is supposed to do. It's supposed to do the science behind it. Like, I'm so excited about the science behind it. And Kimberly, look there, it turned out just right for me to do the Slimmer Pro. Let me get a drink of water. It's dry here today.
And one thing I want to add too is when you're masking the problem, you're also creating more problems. I believe when I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, the high blood pressure was diagnosed shortly after. Then there was the sleep apnea, and there was this. And every time I went to the doctor, it seemed to be another issue because we weren't fixing what the issue was. So one mask just created another, and that's just that domino effect. I know Coach Seymour knows that with his box of pills that he doesn't use anymore. That was a domino effect. You start one and you just go down that rabbit hole because you're not fixing what's really wrong.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to talk about one of the products in this easy 3-step system that is going to help people either get off or avoid that product. And Slimmer Pro is a superpower, really. It is a total body reset support, and it's maximum GLP-1 activation, it's fat burning, it's gut health, and it's daily energy. So it's a plant-powered powder. That was hard to say together. Designed to target stubborn belly fat, stubborn metabolism, and balance the blood sugar. It's made with clinically studied ingredients and adaptogenic herbs. It supports hormones, it supports digestion, and it supports that GLP-1 pathway naturally. That's the key word right here. We're not forcing that GLP-1, we are supporting it and giving it the love that it needs in order to be effective and work properly. And so why does it work? Well, the adipose fat burning blend is 1150 milligrams. The AMPK metabolic activator blend is 500 milligrams. The GLP-1 blood sugar support blend. Then we have the happy hydration and energy blend. And each one works together to activate that fat burning, regulate glucose, and improve mood and energy. That's that synergy that we talk about. Like the spaghetti sauce, the garlic, the onion, the tomatoes, all individually have their purpose, but when you put it together, it's this wonderful Italian gravy. And so the ingredient spotlight is the fat burner blend, and that's the Slendicore, the green coffee bean extract, and the Siberian and Panax ginseng. So it's designed to target deep, stubborn visceral fat. We talked about the visceral fat last week on the call. That's where all those toxins are stored that you're exposed to, that you eat, that you use, that you put on your body, that you wash clothes in your house with. They're toxins in that brown visceral fat. And guess where they are? They are surrounding your most important organs in your body to protect yourself, to protect your body. And so we need to stop with the toxins. We need to burn that visceral fat and get that out of our body so that our organs can function properly and not really be all camouflaged and hidden by all the toxins in there. Kimberly?
All right, yes, I had to find my mute button or unmute button. So the ingredient spotlight in Slimmer Pro is the total body reset support. And I love the Slimmer Pro. I love how it does control my appetite. It does control my cravings. I'm not even thinking about food, and I love food. So it's a metabolic activation, fat burning, gut health, and a daily energy. So it's got, for the metabolic activator blend, it's got turmeric, it's got the mango, the beet, it's got the sea, buckthorn, Garcinia, Cambogia, and it's the metabolic. Oh my goodness, I can speak. I really can, you guys. It's the metabolic master switch. The GLP-1 support blend is the lemon, the mulberry, the inulin, the lepicore. If I'm saying these words wrong, please chime in. I'm sure I am. The blue-green algae, pomegranate, this, is that the citrus? I love it. I love these ingredients, but
Was
I'm
this
the,
the one you wanted me to read?
yes, it was.
Okay. I'll go ahead and continue. You can have the next one. How about that? So
Okay.
the cissus, I just did a deep dive on the cissus, and man, is that a powerful ingredient. I'll share that on the drink to drop group too. But it helps manage your cravings, it helps manage your appetites and the blood sugar naturally. And then you have the energy and mood blends. You've got the metabolic activator, you've got the GLP-1 support, and then you have your energy and mood. Who's a stress eater? I'm a stress eater. I'm a stress eater. And it has the sensory ashwagandha, which that's in a lot of our products, really. I don't know if you guys knew that or not, but sensory ashwagandha is one of the most studied herbs. And then it has my beloved fulvic in there. It has goji, maca, alma, cordyceps mushroom, reishi mushroom, lion's mane, and astragalus. And so the adaptogens for balanced energy, mental clarity, and mood, it is designed to target that deep stubborn fat that is so hard to lose. So we are very lucky to have this amazing formulation.
Yes, we are. And see, I love our products. I trust our ingredients because I trust our formulator. I trust Paula. That's why I look at them and go, yeah, that's great. The products are great. I trust the formulas so much that I don't have to do, I'm not like Tina, and I love that you do it. You dig into the ingredients. I just trust the process because that's more my style, but I love that you can say these words and you know what they mean, and I love it. Thank you for that. Okay, the product spotlight, the Gluco Protect, it's blood sugar, gut health, and inflammation reset. And I could sip on this all day long, every single day. I love the taste. I love the smell. Actually, it's my lunch nowadays because by the time I'm done drinking this, I don't want any more food. So it's smart support for metabolic balance. It's microbiome strength and immune defense. What is Glucoprotect? It is a warming daily drink to support insulin sensitivity, blood sugar balance, and the microbiome health. It's designed to activate the GLP-1 pathway naturally. It contains antioxidants, vitamins, mineral, and the prebiotic gut support. Who's it for? Those dealing with stubborn weight, energy dips, or those carb cravings. If you are going to eat carbs, I recommend you drink this 20 minutes prior to having anything with carbs. It really does just curb that carb craving. Anyone on the verge of the metabolic shutdown, hello, premenopause, we know somebody or one of our loved ones is going through that. A perfect add-on for keto, intermittent fasting, or anti-inflammatory lifestyles. What's inside? It has our targeted blends. It's our GLP-1 blood sugar support blend. Now, this is another word, acromanzea. I don't know if that's probably butchered that one too. Gut barrier blend has Mycopium X. It's a citrus flavored extract. Whole food, vitamins, and mineral complex, and antioxidant defense blend. So if you're going to take just one supplement, and I believe this 100%, this slide was meant for me because this one I believe 100%, if you were just going to take one supplement, and I've never heard our CEO say this either, but she said if you're just going to take one supplement, she said, take the Gluco Protect. And I've been with this company right from the very beginning, and I have never heard, in all those years, I've never heard Paula say that. That just blows my mind. So I've asked her for years and years, okay, if I was just going to recommend one, she's like, there's not just one. This one, she's like, this would be the one. So you're all-in-one solution for targeted blood sugar and metabolic support.
So I want to add on to that because that is Akkermansia is actually, I had to look this up today because I wanted to know more about it. I've heard it a couple times in health circles, but like it's a really big word, not only in letters, but like it's really, really powerful. So most people know about, and I've got it on my phone here. So most people know about probiotics like lactobacillus and bifidobacteria, but Akkermansia is in a league all of its own. It is what researchers call the next generation probiotic. Not because it's new, but because we're just now understanding how critical it is for metabolic health, weight management, and gut integrity. So in addition to the metabolic health, it's going to go a little bit deeper. It's going to have that gut integrity. It's going to help with the leaky gut. It's immune system balance. It helps with PCOS hormone balance. Their akkermansia levels are often depleted in women with PCOS. Rebuilding them can improve insulin sensitivity, reduce androgen excess, support ovulation and regular cycles. And then it has brain health and mental clarity, longevity and health span. It's been dubbed as the longevity probiotic because higher levels of akkermansia are associated with healthy aging, lower risk of metabolic disease, better cholesterol, and blood pressure markers, and then also skin health. So not only are we going to release all this weight, we're going to have beautiful skin, we're going to be really smart. Like there's all kinds, that's just one ingredient, you guys. That's just one ingredient in the akkermansia blend. So,
and I've never heard about that word until I saw your slide, and I went and I even wrote down how to say the word that I butchered. And I watched a ton of videos on YouTube today about it, and it's just a mind-blowing ingredient that we have. And the more we talk about it, and I will learn to say it one day, I promise, but the more we're going to talk about it, the more we're educating ourselves. And it is just something our bodies are just screaming for.
Yep, absolutely. So the GLP-1 blood sugar support blend, cinnamon bark, berberine, pomegranate extract, these ingredients mimic how the body balances the blood sugar without the pharmaceutical triggers. Like that's so cool, isn't it? And so the akkermansia plus gut support, it's rich in prebiotic nutrients to support the akkermansia, your gut's protective gut lining. It supports a stronger gut barrier and balanced inflammation. It has vitamins, minerals, and immune support. Earthlight, number one, is one of the patented ingredients in there. Tons of research behind that. It's a whole food, vitamin D2 from mushrooms. It has zinc, chromium, and magnesium, antioxidant herbs like ginger and lemon peel. And there's a study on the nutrition and metabolism from 2020, gut bacteria. Akkermansia is associated with reduced risk of obesity, evidence from the American Gut Project. So that's what that little teal looking, I see a parasite when I see that on the left, because I talk so much about parasite cleanses, but that is what science says it looks like. Okay.
And that's why too, with the Gluco Protect, we use warm water so we don't ruin the nutrients in it, because we just talked about how important those nutrients are. The hot water will take that away. So you want it to be warm water when you make it. Just that's a good little tip there. So product spotlight. I love this lemon X MCT oil. It tastes so good. It ignites that fat and fuels your brain. It's metabolic magic in a spoon or in a dropper, powered by healthy fats and again, exact. Oh my gosh, I've heard Coach Marcus say this word a million times. Tina, can you say that word? I sound like a silly fool here.
I don't know where you're at right now.
Powered by healthy fats right at the beginning.
I will just skip it.
All right.
Antigen.
I've heard Coach Marcus say it a million times. I should know it. So lemon MC oil is bottled fresh lemon, coconut, and a smoothie visual. It tastes so good. If you've had some of the MCT oils out there, some of them are horrible. I've tried so many brands out there. They were just horrible. So ours is yummy. It tastes so good. I look forward to it. So what is our lemon MCT oil? It is a daily functional fat. It's a daily functional fat that supports metabolism, energy, hormone, and balance. So you guys, you don't have to be perfect to do this. You just have to put yourself out there. It is clinically studied blend to show support fat loss, and it has clean, it's smooth, and it has a light lemon taste. I like putting it in my tea as well. I put it in my Tulsi trim tea. It's so good. How it works, it converts quickly into ketones for energy, not fat. It supports appetite control, blood sugar stability, and cellular energy. And it also helps trigger the body's fat burning furnace, even without heavy workouts. And I don't exercise. I go for a walk, but I'm not like Coach Marcus and Coach Seymour and Coach Will out there just pumping iron. I can't do that. But I love that it helps you do that. I like taking it before bed too, because it's burning that fat as you're sleeping. Now, who doesn't want to burn that fat when you sleep? Like, think about that. Your body's repairing itself and it's losing that weight for you. I think that's amazing. So it has organic coconut MCT oil, has organic lemon essential oil. It's got brown seed and pomegranate seed oil, no filters, no synthetic flavors, no junk, just functional fuel. And it is so good. It's kind of like a lemon pie taste to me. I just love the taste of it.
I love it too. It's very mild. It's not a very strong pungent lemon flavor. It's just like she said, just very mild. I like to add mine to my glucoprotect actually.
Ooh, I will try that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really good in there. So, what does your reset look like? So, you are going to mix 1 scoop in 8 ounces of water, ideally 30 minutes before your midday meal. And bonus tip, pair it with a walk after meals to support blood sugar and digestion. You're going to mix 1 scoop of the Glucoprotect with 8 ounces of water, or your favorite beverage. Take it 20 minutes before breakfast and dinner, especially if consuming carbohydrates. And bonus tip, like Coach Kimberly said last week, or maybe it was in a post, breathe while you eat. Be very mindful of the bites that you're putting in your mouth. Slow down, chew slowly, and enjoy a very mindful mealtime experience. Don't just rush through it and throw food in your mouth because you've got that 20 minutes before your brain is signaled that it's full. And then with the lemon oil, we're going to shake well before use. Take a half a dropper before bed. Use straight underneath the tongue or even mixed with water. I put mine in my soup or my broth. And taking it before bed will help you lose weight while you sleep. So I've had a lot of questions like, what are you doing? Asking me personally, how are you taking this? I don't overthink it. I get them all in twice a day. And I try to remember to do the Slimmer Max before I eat, but sometimes I'm so busy I don't get that done. So I take it as soon as I remember, or the Slimmer Pro, sorry. So just don't overthink it. This is real whole foods. Just get your servings in. Ideally, you want them 30 minutes before a meal so that it has time to work, much like fulvic acid. We want to have that about 30 minutes before we take our other supplements so that it has time to get the nutrients into the cells. So women over 40 or anyone with hormone chaos, let me see that in the chat, who's got some chaotic hormones taking place right now. And men, I know men can have their own symptoms. I don't know what menopause, maybe. I'm not sure. We'll find out next week though. Your estrogen drops and insulin resistance, thyroid changes, slower metabolism, cortisol imbalance, belly fat. I mean, that's the majority of the population, isn't it? And beyond the scale, more energy, fewer cravings, better mood digestions is what you're going to see. Improved sleep, mental clarity, self-trust, because you're doing something for yourself. You're honoring your body. And this is a metabolic upgrade, not a quick fix. So we did the 30 days for a purpose because we want you to know that it's going to take time. And it may take longer than 30 days to get to where you want to go. But this isn't a quick fix. This is a lifestyle that you're stepping into. And so from this point forward, you are no longer the person that sits down and eats a bag of chocolate donuts. You're no longer a person that gets up in the morning and eats pizza for breakfast, like me. I won't say that out loud though. I love pizza for breakfast. I'm sorry. But it is making those changes and making a commitment to have a better, healthy body so that you can feel good no matter how you look. You feel good because you're honoring yourself and you love yourself enough to do this and to stick it through.
And
So,
can I just add,
yep,
sorry,
go ahead.
I say give a program 90 days, like Megan just said, and that's very true. You're not going to see results. You're going to see results. You're going to feel different and things within 2 weeks. A month, yeah, okay, but it's taken us years probably to get to where we are. I know for me, it's been like 25 years of really struggling with my weight. You are not going to drop it all in 2 weeks, a month. You have to give your body time to adjust. You have to give you time for your body to reset, and you have to give you time for you to get used to your new routine, your new lifestyle, because that's what it is. It's a lifestyle. This isn't just a get skinny or get healthy fast regime. This is giving it time. So give yourself time and grace, right? And forgive yourself when you do fall down, because we're all going to fall down sometimes. We're going to eat that pizza for breakfast or that ice cream after dinner, whatever, that cake that's there for a birthday. We're all going to do that kind of stuff, but just give yourself some time and grace. And like 90 days, I think Megan's quite right there. I just want to give her a shout out for that because that's good advice.
Yeah, absolutely. And so we've really been hitting home kind of female hormones. We did menopause last week, and then we're doing Ozempic this week, and I think the majority of the people that are taking the Ozempic and those types of drugs are women. So I kind of felt bad that the men were maybe feeling left out or like maybe this isn't for them. So I'm bringing Treetop Troy next week to the Detox Divas, and we are going to reset like a champ. And he is going to talk about the men's guide to metabolism, muscle, and momentum as it relates to the GLP-1 three-step system. Troy is a fantastic, you would never guess it in this picture, but he's like, Marcus went to school with him. He's like 56, I think. I think that's his age. Marcus will answer. So we call him Treetop Troy because he's 55. You'd never know it in that picture that was a 2020, late 2024 photo that I stole off his wall to put on here, but that just shows who he is. I mean, this is Troy. He's just such an amazing man. So next Thursday at 7 p.m., we are going to talk directly to the men. And we are going to talk about how this GLP-1 kit can benefit men also, because you've kind of been left out. And I kind of feel bad about that. I try to keep it gender neutral for all of you. So when you order the kit, if you have never ordered from Heart and Body Naturals before, we send a little full-size thank you gift as a part of your order. You don't have to do anything. It just comes naturally when they pack the kit. And this month is pink grapefruit. And we have always known about the grapefruit diet. I remember that being a huge thing back in the 80s. I think it was the 80s, maybe. And pink grapefruit is an excellent essential oil. You can add it to your smoothie. You can inhale it. You can diffuse it. And what that's going to do, it's going to help with your metabolism. It's going to help with appetite suppression. It's going to help with fat dissolution and water retention. Add it to your favorite lotion. Add some drops to your favorite non-toxic body lotion and rub that on your areas of concern. And that is going to help too. So Coach Will is in the house. Oh my goodness, we've got all the leaders on the call tonight. How exciting is that? So the grapefruit oil is going to be included free. If you had an account with Heart and Body Naturals and you're on a comeback tour, a welcome back on our welcome back program, you will need to set that up on auto ship, and that can be changed at any time. So put it on auto ship, and then that grapefruit oil will be included. And if you've never gotten a $25 off coupon, make sure you ask whoever shared this with you for a coupon. Get the kit. You'll get the oil for free, but you'll have to add on one more product to make sure that you get that oil for free. So when you do that, then it's like getting two products for free. So maybe add on a fulvic acid. There's my little plug for that. Add on Soul Superfood if you've had some liver issues, or if you've never done a liver detox with us. There's Tulsi Trim Tea, which is amazing that you can add on. That's what I'm suggesting for my people is if I give you a gift card, you're going to get the grapefruit, add the Tulsi Trim full-size tea bag on there. Here's $25 off. And then you've got all this stuff. Coach Will, I've been down 5 pounds this week with GLP-1 system, taking 3 products daily. That's awesome. Congratulations. So in our sister company, Go to Sauna, we've got essential oils, we've got health products, we've got personal care products, and we've got our cleaning line. I don't have those pictured on the screen yet. I need to get that up here. But this month, so you know how you get those subscriptions like Bark Box for your dog, or you get, like coffee of the month or wine of the month or things like that. Well, these are essential oils of the month. And you can choose, there's a whole bunch of different kits that you can choose from, but these are my favorites. So the one on the right, you get the blood orange essential oil. You get the personal power, which is so incredibly powerful. There's a daily intention that comes with, you say every day, so that you can step into that power. And this oil of the month club might be something that you would want to consider to help you through this GLP-1, because it is all a mindset essential oil collection. Each of the essential oils in the Seasons of Success and the So Fresh, So Clean are designed to help you step into your greater purpose. And then it has Be Intuitive and then Afterbite. And let me tell you what, Afterbite truly works. I love to work outside and I keep that handy in my pocket. I'll be keeping it in my tractor. And then on the left, I mean, look at the value in that kit, you guys. $59. You get deodorant, you get the body bar, you get the toothpaste, you get the blood orange, the personal power, and the bug protect. I love the bug protect too. I keep that on. If I do get bit, I've got the afterbite. So that's what we have there. Directly following this call is going to be the amazing Coach Marcus. You've probably seen him in the comments. And let me pause real quick and just thank our guest for coming, because I did not do that earlier. So if you're a guest, thank you so much for coming tonight and listening to the Detox Divas and taking a proactive approach in your health. But directly after this, Coach Marcus is going to kind of give an overview about how the company works. And so maybe you're just a customer. I don't want to say just, that's kind of a negative, but maybe you're one of our valued customers. Let me put it that way. And you have thought about 3 people tonight, 4 people that you think, okay, this is going to be something I tell my friend Shirley about. Well, Marcus is going to go over kind of how you can do that and how you can earn additional money that can pay for your 60-day kit after your 30 days are up. So he's going to go over that. And then if you've got some testimonies or some topics that you want to talk about on the Detox Divas, let me know. I would love to have you be a part of that. And so I just wanted to put this fun little thing I made up on the end screen. And if you like sudden burst of energy, unexplained confidence, hydration obsession, slim possible vibes, mood elevation, toxin eviction notice, closet shopping, mental clarity boost, craving conspiracy, your sweet tooth might get ghosted on this one. So I thought I'd put that up there, just kind of give a little chuckle at the end. And thank you, guys. Let's reset. And if you want to become a sudden spokesperson, if you get the sudden spokesperson syndrome after taking this and you can't stop talking about it because you've lost weight or you've released weight or you've got mental clarity or your pants are not fitting as tight or whatever your thing is, you're going to become that sudden spokesperson. And we welcome you to the family. So anyway, with that, I am going to go ahead and end the meeting for tonight. I thank you all so much for being a part of this. We truly appreciate you. And we are so excited for these testimonies to start coming in. So as soon as you notice something, no matter how small, please post that in the customer group, because we want to hear. You're like, when you do that, that's our cheerleading. That's you cheering for us, putting this information out and leading these people. And we just want to hear it too, because helping you helps us feel better. So with that, have a great night. I appreciate you all, and we'll see you next week with Tree Talk Troy.